All right, we're live. Sunday Pour live stream, YouTube here on a Sunday night, and this is, I guess, is our response to is not the former closer from the Angels, but Michael Kay and Alex Rodriguez and ESPN2. And if I see another fucking ad for it on ESPN, I'm gonna lose my shit at. I don't want to see those
They,
doofuses at all. I'm ready. How do we get it canceled? That's what I want to know. How do we get the K Rod show canceled? And why is it named after Frankie Rodriguez?
I think you just leave it alone. I think it'll get canceled on its own. No,
It can't come soon enough, man.
they got Clemens.
Yeah, Clemens was there. I mean, they flipped to it before, and it was Michael Kay, A Rod, and David Ortiz, three of my least favorite people in the world. The last thing I wanted to see. Well,
I'm gonna check. I think I'm gonna check it out
on Sunday night.
I think I'm gonna check it out next Sunday night. I can't do it tonight. Tonight's not the night.
Oh, don't check it out. Why would you check it out ever?
I think I'm gonna check it out. I'm getting some feedback.
Why would you check it out next Sunday night?
Because it'll be some game that I don't have stakes in. So I just want to be able to, I mean, I'm going to watch the greatest hits on social media tomorrow.
I'm not going to give many of my attention at all.
So complete boycott.
Complete boycott. Yeah, I got to see Michael Kay enough as it is. I'm not going to tune in when I don't have to see him on Sunday night. That's like choosing.
So do we know what they're exactly doing? They're just kind of the game's on in the background and they're talking with guests.
I think it's the Manning Cast reboot.
Oh, okay, because I didn't really watch the Manning Cast. Yeah, I don't know who, but I also did you see this thing that they were just doing with Kike Hernandez?
Yeah, that they started that with Joey Votto early in the week. Yeah.
Oh, they did. Okay, I'm not really a big fan of that either. Why do I need to see what the center fielder is doing?
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't mind if he was kind of talking about what he's trying to do in that moment. Like, all right, here's, like here's Torres is up and it's a 1-1 count. I'm seeing where what he's doing it live. You're not going to give anything away. Like, oh, we know here comes like a low and away pitch. I'm going to start leaning this way. Because if he's talking like that, doing some kind of like real serious inside baseball instead of just making fun of Eddie Perez like they were just doing 10 minutes ago. I don't need that. But if they were doing something worthwhile, like I don't need to see the budding stand-up careers of these ball players. But I wouldn't mind hearing some baseball talk out there.
Eddie Perez does come across kind of like a big doofus.
I do not like Eddie Perez.
You don't? Okay.
He sounds like somebody's holding his nose the entire time he's talking.
He sounds like
sounds like this.
What was the Rocky Road? Slaw in the Goonies? Rocky Road? That's Eddie Perez. What's his name in the Goonies? Is it Sloth? Sloth?
Yeah, Sloth.
Yeah. I almost said Chunk, but Chunk actually had personality.
Yeah, no, Chunk was a good time.
He is. He's the hidden Fratelli brother. That's Eduardo Perez. He's the Fratelli they keep in the basement, locked up.
Yeah, no, that's he stinks, and he's he's just a shill. He's just a player's guy that just wants to like be buddy with these guys. I don't need those kind of guys.
And we're biased, but like Cone is great.
Cone is excellent. He's a very good broadcaster.
I mean, so much better than Cone elevates this broadcast after the Vasgersian, A-Rod, and Jessica Mendoza.
Yeah.
Oh, did Glaber get him? Is that up?
Off the wall.
I just missed it. Off the wall. We got like movie poster out there in right field.
What was that?
What's going on?
No, this is a much better booth. I don't think we're biased because we're hardest on Yankee broadcasters.
True.
So I think that if we can both agree that Cone's excellent, I think that's reflective of Cone as it is. I think we'll admit readily that the Mets have a better broadcast team.
Oh yeah.
By far, by far and away. And I don't know, Cohen being one of the guys that helps out the team, but like Kay is terrible, and like Kent Singleton's gone. He was a real pro. But yeah, we've missed out. Is Ruocco going to do play-by-play this year?
Probably when K's out.
Yeah, he'll be out there like for A's games and stuff. Yeah.
Speaking of Yankees, you're tough on.
I'm tough on. He's tough on himself. The guy was like, bases loaded. This is Aaron Hicks talking about, who's up right now. Aaron Hicks before, bases loaded, 2 out. He gets a pitch inside, and he's looking like, oh, this motherfucker is coming inside on me. And then next pitch, he bounces to second base, easy double play. Like, what? Why are you looking like a tough guy? Like, oh, come inside of me. Go fucking worked. This guy, man. I mean,
you would take Gardner back right now. Gardner for Hicks straight up, no money aside.
For this at bat, yes.
For this at bat, yeah.
Yeah, I think I would. I think I'd much rather have Gardner as a fourth outfielder, and I would take Judge as my everyday center fielder. I like Hicks in the outfield, like late in the games. He's better out because the better center fielder covers more ground. Judge probably has the better arm, but Judge definitely has a better arm. But
when Hicks eventually gets hurt, do you think Gardner is a possibility?
I mean, he's not. Yeah, I do. I feel like he's just waiting in the wings for the opportunity.
It does feel like that, yeah.
I wonder what he's doing though. He didn't even go to spring training. Like, what's he? I don't know what he's doing.
They said I don't know where I heard. I think it was on a Yankee broadcast. It said that he's staying in shape and he's ready. I'm surprised. Does he only want to play for the Yankees? Like, I'm surprised another team wouldn't bring Gardner in.
Well, I thought I heard him throw water on the Mets. Like, I'm not ending my career in Queens. Something along those lines. I don't know if that's accurate or anything else, and I thought I had heard Toronto was interested in him, but he ended up going there. I don't see him
like Girardi wouldn't bring him in. Philly, fourth outfielder.
Yeah, why not?
He seems like a guy you'd want, like a veteran fourth outfielder.
Yeah, especially in a team like Philly, it's got serious defensive deficiencies.
Yeah.
They might need him late innings. Pinch runner. There he is. There's old Hicksy popping up to the third base side. Good to have you back. You look like you haven't missed a beat.
Mid-season form.
Two men on. All he's got to do is put it on the ground to the right side and pops him up. Foul territory. Well done, Hicks. Yeah, I could live with Hicks batting like 8th, 9th, I think. But I don't know, like 7-hole.
I agree. It's tough because like these type of at bats find you no matter where you are in the order.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You'd be batting 9th.
Here's a kid who's had a tough start to the weekend. This is a big at bat for. What are you going with for Isaiah Kiner Khalifa here? What do you call
Falafel?
Him? Yeah,
I'm calling him Falafel.
I'm calling him Dash because he got a dash in his last name. Dash is almost too. He's because Kiner Dash Falafel.
Oh, Dash.
Yeah.
I'll stick with Falafel. He's I'm a little optimistic on him. He just looks a little tight.
Yeah, I think first weekend in the Bronx, lifelong Yankee fan, that kind of thing. He looked real tight. He booted a ball on opening day.
He's booted a couple.
Or threw a ball away yesterday. I think he bounced on an opening day too. Yeah. He definitely looks tight. This is a big at bat. Maybe the biggest game of his kids. Wow, his dad looks just like him.
Yeah.
They just put a picture of him as a kid at the stadium.
Yeah, he held up. I think he'll be all right. I am a little alarmed that, and I learned this yesterday, that he won his Gold Glove at third base, and we brought him in to be the shortstop. Why? Why did that? How did that?
I didn't realize that they showed like some stat yesterday where his run save number was a lot lower at short than anywhere else he's played. And I don't really follow those numbers too much, but when I saw that, I'm like, this is what these guys pride themselves on, is knowing these numbers and like kind of abiding by whatever the analytics say. And the fact that his run differential at short was like negative, or I don't know what the numbers were. I can't even like.
I don't even know what the stat was. All I know was it said 1 Gold Glove at third base.
That's all you need to know.
I was like, what? How's that possible?
Oh man, yeah, he's waving and everything. Yeah,
he went.
Yeah, that's his second strikeout. At least it's the second strikeout I saw this weekend of him check swinging. So, well, a lot of players come out tight in the Bronx. Nobody's booing him yet, so that's good.
I'm not even sure he went there. You could talk me into him not. Nah, he didn't go.
No, he definitely didn't go.
Did not go. It's bullshit.
But when you're jumpy like that, and you're always check swinging, you're gonna get called for it. You're right. That's tightness. It's just kind of being wound up too much and jumping out of your skin.
I have an early complaint on the season, even though we don't even have a loss yet.
Yep.
Why are our starters not allowed to pitch like more than 50 pitches or 60 pitches? And I look around. Forget about looking around baseball. Like Evaldi went 5, I think. I think Pivetta went into the 6th yesterday. Even Hawk went longer than Montgomery. Bassett for the Mets, 93 pitches last night, 6 innings. Scherzer went 6 innings. Minaya, 7 innings the other night. It was 88 pitches, but still, like, why are our guys like capped at 50 pitches? Like, we got to get them out of the game.
Yeah, Montgomery had 58 pitches. Isn't he like a 9-pitch inning or something too? Yeah.
Like we all had the same spring training, right? They keep blaming spring training. Like, why is Chris Bassett throwing 93 pitches then?
Just get ready for this weekend. I mean, that's like game 1. The Red Sox plan was to go Evaldi for 5 and what's his name, the kid that they got from the Yanks,
Whitlock
for 4. That was the plan until the dinger. And I don't know why we're just so ready to get to the bullpen. We used 9 guys on opening day, or whatever it was. You're right, man. They are just always, and Boone's a big part of the problem. Just cannot wait to get to the fucking pen. And tonight, I didn't understand it tonight. I don't know why they couldn't wait to get Montgomery out of there for sure. And Schmidt gave up the sack fly and got out of the inning, but like we got a lefty, the 9-hitter, a lefty coming up. Why are you going to the big righty who's throwing gas at the eyes, and you have Montgomery, a ground ball pitcher, throwing junk? Like, I don't understand why the change has to come there. Why can't Boone went out to the mound, talked to him, and was like, "Yeah, you know what? Let's go. We're done."
Yeah, I don't know why our guys have a little bit more of a, I don't know what you want to call it, a lot shorter of a leash than these other guys.
Yeah.
Bobby Dahlbeck just got one, it looks like. Clark Schmidt in for his second inning of work, third inning of work.
Is it me or does Bobby Dahlbeck look like definitely like his father, somebody in the front office was like, give my kid a chance? He definitely knows somebody in the front office, and they gave him a tryout or something. He looks like a rich kid's son.
Does he? I was gonna say he looks like some masshole son. Like he just Babby Dahlbeck.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Bobby.
Father's a longshoreman.
Babby Dahlbeck.
Bobby Dahlbeck. I met a kid when I was in Newport, and he said Bobby Dahlbeck like in the most masshole way ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that guy was made to be a Red Sox just because of how you said his name. He was talking himself into Dahlbeck because they struck out on Freeman. I was like, that is a stretch, my friend. That,
well, yeah, I mean,
that is a little bit of a stretch.
I know I got to live with him, but it's not good comparing him to Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman, total asshole, by the way. If you're going to
what do you do?
I don't know if you side with Team Freeman or Team Acuna.
Freeman or who? Who's he feuding with?
Robert Acuna.
What happened there?
Kid in Atlanta. He said he was like this overbearing guy, like kind of always on top of you in Atlanta. That was like his leadership style. Like up your ass.
Who, Freeman or Acuna?
Freeman was, and Acuna said it. Basically said he wasn't going to miss him.
I don't know. That's a tough one. That's for Braves fans to decide. I mean, you got to side with Acuna if you're a Braves fan, I guess. But
I don't know. Freeman just won the World Series last year, and Acuna was that cast.
oh
whatever,
yeah, I forgot about that. That's a
or
good point too.
wheelchair, or whatever he was in. I forget why he was hurt.
He had Achilles, right? He's still not back.
Wheelchair, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, tough call. Neither of them plays for the team now, so.
I mean, how much older is Freeman than Acuna? You can't even blame different generations. Like he's probably got like only 5 or 6 years on him.
Nah, Acuna's what, like 22 or 3? He's young.
Is he that young? And what's
Yeah.
Freeman like 10? So is he like 10 years older?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he just looks like the kind of guy. Now that Acuna said it, he looks like the kind of guy that's just kind of if you don't like run a lap fast enough or hard enough, like pick it up there, Bobby Acuna Jr. Like, oh, come on, man. Like, I'm all right, Freddie. Take it easy.
I don't know. I think I want to side with Freeman on this.
Why is that?
I mean, he's elder statesman. He's paid his dues. You know what I mean? You gotta, if you're Acuna, you gotta kind of, guy's been there. See, he's been there and done that. I think. It's tough. It's tough because I like to be a fly on the wall. I'd like to go back in time because there is a scenario where I'd be like, all right, Freeman's just a dick. But then there's also a scenario. I could definitely see it, yeah. But then there's also a scenario where I'm like, Acuna's being like a soft little bitch ass.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, both play in. Acuna's kind of tough, though. I mean, he's got to deal with all those fastballs to the chin by the Marlins. Oh, man.
Yeah.
No.
Kevin Plawecki.
Jeez. Foul ball into the seats, but still.
Foul ball. Yeah, and I just worry, like, with the Yankees, I know the strength is their bullpen, so they're going to run to it more, a little more quicker than, say, Boston.
Yeah.
But,
the crutch.
I mean, it's absolutely a crutch, but, like, your strength could become your weakness if you burn it out by August.
Well, it's you could also strengthen your pitching staff if you give them, a chance to lengthen a little bit and get out of tougher situations. If you could trust a guy, then you can wait an extra inning or two on your pen if that's your best element. Then if they get fewer outs, it's better. Like if it's your best element, they need to get 12 outs. Okay, that's a lot of work to do. But if they get 6 outs, it's a lot. Should be a lot easier to get through those 6 or 9.
Yeah, it's math. You would think they'd be able to figure that out.
Yeah, like I did that. I was pretty good on the fly like that. I did it in my head.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be able to. You think they'd be able to figure that one out, but
well, Boone still has trouble with those adding and subtracting by 3s.
The game gets quick.
Yeah,
game speeds up for Booney.
Yeah, I do have. So. If we're doing early season complaints, might as well be out of the way.
I have a list.
All right, we didn't even mention. I don't have a problem with the Judge thing, so we can talk. We can wait till later with that. But my complaint.
No, I have nothing there.
Yeah. With the opening day, and Cole just like losing his shit because there was a 4-minute delay from it was supposed to be a 107 start and it was a 111 start instead.
Yeah. No, 108, 112. Let's get it right.
I was close. Sorry. Yeah, no.
I'll have another hissy fit if you
you fucked up the time. First of all, chill the fuck out, man. Like, just be fucking cool. I get it's cool. It's great to be intense. Great to be like ready to go, but you also have to have a little bit of coolness to you. You got to be kind of chill. Go out there and do your job. Don't let simple shit phase you. Like if you're gonna let a little ceremony get in your fucking head, obviously you're gonna have a problem in Fenway Park in a wild card game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another thing about that, he's there screaming his balls off, and Boone's just sitting there like a doofus with his hand holding his chin. He's going, "Oh yeah, it's Billy Crystal. I know that guy. Yeah." Like, turn around and be like, "Garrett, calm the fuck down. Like, it's gonna be a minute, man. Say something to the guy. He's obviously fucking stressed for whatever stupid ass reason. He's obviously fucking stressed. Just tell him, Garrett, calm the fuck down. We're gonna be going in a minute. You don't need this right now." You don't have to fucking curse at him like that, but find a way to calmly relax the guy. He's just sitting there. Fucking Billy Crystal. Yeah, analyze this. I remember that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Boone comes off like a I don't know, what a social worker, like guidance counselor, like someone who's like there to like, all right, calm down, like everybody, it's okay.
Well, he seems
parole officer. I don't know. I'm looking for he's something.
He's useless. He didn't do anything. I don't know.
Well,
what's the guy who just fucking who shows up and puts his feet up on the desk and just waits for the wrong time to make his presence known?
Substitute teacher.
No, a substitute teacher comes in, puts the movie on, and waits the 42 minutes, and then class is over. You move on with your day. Yeah, now there's got to be something.
It's not good. It's not good. Whatever it is.
He's like the guy. Okay, so you have a group project, right? And there's one guy in your group who didn't study, and you're like, all right, Aaron, just hang back, keep your mouth shut, and we'll be fine. The three of us will take care of this. You just don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And then you're getting like to the point of your presentation, getting like to the big selling point for the teacher, and Boone's like, he feels like he's not contributing, so he's like, oh look, wait a second, I got something to say, and it's just completely asinine, makes no sense at all, and fucks up the whole project for the team. That's Boone.
Yeah, just lets out a big fucking fart.
Yeah, big. That's him. Yeah,
like all you got to do is stand there, man, and you just let an 8-second fucking wet fart rip.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's the presentation, and it just slips right out the back door. It's nonstop. He's Leslie Nielsen in Naked Gun, where he's just taking the whiz on the hot mic. Just keep going and going, and Nancy Marchand is sitting there. Wonder when it will end.
Yes.
Yeah. Fuck. Can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be great. 2-0, man. I can't fucking stand that guy. 2-0.
Well, yeah. I mean, you gotta look for
2-0 against the Red Sox.
There's something, you can't have your head in the sand. There's some flaws there.
No, look, everything's kind of broken right for the Yanks. This is the 2 wins have been to script. Timely home runs.
That's a little bit of a complaint. A little too home run or nothing.
That's the blueprint, though. I mean, we knew that. We've known that. Not coming in. We've known that for years. That's the blueprint. We've seen that be a problem. I mean, how many? Two double plays. They ended innings tonight. 2 bases loaded where nobody scored tonight. Is that right? Am I getting these? I was kind of in and out of the room.
They scored once. They scored. How'd they score the first one? I already blanked on it. Stanton drove a guy in. Yeah, no, they did it. They had bases loaded and they didn't score after that. Yeah, you're right.
But you just like to see like a little more of like the rally gene than like the one big knock gene come through. And maybe
when you think vintage Yankee teams, you think like long, lengthy rallies, working counts.
I think
living all over the bases.
Well, I think with any good team, it's you can put it out of the park at any time, but also you can string together 6 hits or something, and kind of have that rally. A couple hits and a walk here and there. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's maybe with with Rizzo full year, I mean, Judge is capable of doing that. He's not a home run or nothing type guy. Maybe Donaldson kind of finds that. Maybe the dash kind of figures it out. He's knocking the ball here and there.
Who the fuck names their kid Cutter? Like, what the fuck is Cutter? I've never seen that name. With a K.
Maybe it was Mr. Cotter. Maybe they're a Welcome Back Cotter fan.
Yeah.
Maybe they just messed up on the birth certificate and they kept it.
I'm so happy we won opening day just so I could yell and scream about the extra inning rules, which I will never accept. even though it's for one more season.
I don't understand why they couldn't. Is it still a COVID thing? Is that just hiding behind that?
I have no idea. I really don't. It can't be still using COVID as an excuse. Why wouldn't you just get rid of the rule now? I don't understand the point of keeping it around for one more season.
They must. Maybe they like have a belief that it'll catch on. People will kind of see like the benefit of it or something. Maybe they hope people change their mind. But they also did agree to change it next season. So
No, I would do that. It's the worst. I accept 7-inning doubleheaders before I accept the extra inning rule.
yeah, I don't know
Extra
which
inning
one
rule just
Ghost Runner's dumb. Yeah, it's not Ghost Runner, but like the free
Bear
runner.
League softball. Bear League softball.
But
Man.
hey,
What are we doing?
Opening day though, nice job by Khalifa to get out of that make the last out, and then nice job by Donaldson to knock him in the next inning.
True, and a big sac
Strategic-
fly from Glaber, which
strategic
I didn't.
baseball.
People made a big deal over. I lost you. People made a
Frozen pizza. Now, what happens here? I don't know if it can the audience hear just me, or can the audience hear just Dan at that point? Oh, we're back.
All right. I don't know if people could hear me or not, so I was just talking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the audience could hear just me or just you or neither of us. I'm not sure how that works.
Well, what I was getting into was I didn't make as big of a deal as some people made of Glaber not playing opening day.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, I mean he needs, if there's anybody who needs a kick in the ass on this team, it's probably Glaber Torres.
If I had and I complain about it, but if I had to say something that was wrong with that, was that he's probably he probably doesn't have the right mindset or temperament to be like a platoon guy. But I mean, he has not earned the right to be there every day, like automatically penciled in. So figure it out or don't figure it out or don't figure it out. Figure it out or don't play. That's bottom line.
With Glaber, I think back to like that scene in Departed when Jack's telling Leo about going back to school. And Leo's like, with all due respect, school is out. And Jack just goes, maybe one day you'll wake the fuck up. like Glaber needs to wake the fuck up, man. Like your place is not in cement here. Like you got to go out there and earn it, man. You know what I mean? It's 2022 at this point. Like the fact that this guy, he should be like, rock solid middle of the lineup guy. Let's get the inning to Glaber, but he's not that guy. He's got to go out there and he just needs a fire lit under him, man. And he looks so much better at second baseman. And I know in my worst nightmare is Falafel keeps struggling a little bit. And then they kind of force Glaber back at shortstop and give him more time at short because he did play short a little bit in spring training.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how bad it would have to get with Falafel at short, but like I don't want to see Glaber at short. Like I've seen too much of that. Like it would have to get really bad.
Yeah, I also don't know what the is like Volpe expected to come up this year.
No, I don't think so.
Not at all. Okay, was he 20?
I think maybe next year. I think is the plan.
All right. Well, he just made his Double-A debut, so he's probably
20 years old. I would say next year is probably a stretch too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't ever remember
stopgap.
Maybe it's the information age that we live in now, but do you remember ever waiting on prospects as much as wait for prospects now?
No.
I mean, I remember like Brian Taylor back in 92.
I'm still waiting on Clint Frazier.
Well, do you remember Brian Taylor?
The pitcher, right?
Right, he got like a bar fight or something, broke his hand or something. But he was like a number one prospect. But other than that, I don't remember waiting for. I remember Jeter coming up, but I wasn't like locked into the everyday stuff with baseball at that point either. But I mean, I don't remember. And I remember like Bernie a little bit, and I remember who else? Like the guys I do remember, basically because I had their baseball cards.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just the information age
Yeah,
we live in now. I think, if social media was around 30 years ago, you would have heard a little bit more
yeah, it's true.
about Jeter.
Yeah.
But even Jeter, came up in 95, but then it took Tony Fernandez breaking his wrist
Mm-hmm.
to kind of like throw him into the fire. It was just like out of nowhere. Like, all right, well, I guess we're rolling with the rookie. It wasn't like this 2 or 3 year plan where it's like, all right, this guy is 1993. In 3 years, this guy's going to be our starting shortstop. Like, that's not how it worked back then. I don't think. I mean, I don't know, man. You're putting a lot of the expectations for this kid are insane.
That's everybody. I mean, if you're a prospect, you're coming up, everybody's got hopes. I mean, you see it with everybody. I mean, you see it with the Kalenic kid in Seattle. I mean, you see it
right
every year. There's numerous saviors of franchises that are coming up, and they're all being compared to. I mean, there's a kid in the Mariners organization who's being compared to Junior, like the best prospect since Junior. Like you can't possibly live up to those expectations. Like it's ridiculous names you're being put with. Like Volpe's being put with Jeter. It's like you can't do that to kids like that. It's really an insane way to consider a guy. Like those careers are etched in fans' minds from first pitch to like jersey retirement ceremony. You can't have Anthony Volpe come up and expect you to put. He's just got to be whoever he is and figure it out. And hopefully he's. I mean, if he's a Hall of Famer, that's like an amazing find. But if he's a multi-time All-Star, if he's a Gold Glover, if he hits 20 and has 80 ribbies, I mean, that's amazing. I mean, you're asking for.
Sometimes guys are victims of expectations, like what's his face in it.
Here we go again, frozen pizza once again. What's going on over there? You gotta get that wired internet. You gotta get you wired in. You're frozen. You look like you're drunk, stoned. You got this look. Man, you froze. I kind of hope the audience sees that because you freeze and your face was like this. You look like
Tommy Chong.
No, well, I was thinking like Arrested Development, the mother in Arrested Development. You looked like her drunk. And
you were doing like a French Stewart kind of thing.
My French Stewart's still on point. What kind of voice did that guy have? That guy had like a dumb voice, right?
French Stewart, yeah, he was like dumb everything.
All right, fair enough.
No, I was gonna say about victims of expectations. Wasn't Dansby Swanson a number 1 overall pick?
He sounds like a guy we expected to be really, really good. Yeah, I don't know what exactly where he came in or if he was like traded to the Braves.
Arizona selected him 1st overall, and I think he was in a trade to the Braves or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's I don't know, like has he made an all-star team? I don't even 249 career hitter, it looks like.
Yeah, probably not an all-star, no.
But if he was like 53rd, I don't even know how many rounds there are in baseball. There's a million, right?
Yeah.
If he was like a 42nd round draft pick, we'd be like, oh, I mean, this guy's not bad. Short World Series champion on a shortstop on a World Series championship team. I'm pretty sure he's a pretty good glove, Swanson. Yeah. He's like a guy you bat in the bottom of the order.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, and there's guys who have like end up having solid careers that again are, I mean, even like better than Dansby Swanson that just they never quite live up to what you'd expect from whatever number 1 pick status. They have like, just fine careers. I'm sure. Again,
look at a guy like Chris Bryant.
Yeah,
Chris Bryant came up with a ton of expectations. Did he win an MVP in his first full season?
Was that his first full season? He did win MVP, but I don't know if it was his first full season. But yeah, he did win MVP.
Right. He came up. He was like one of those guys they waited till May to bring up, so year of eligibility. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the following year, I think it was the year they won the World Series, he won the MVP. And it was like, all right, this guy's first ballot Hall of Famer, basically. And now, obviously on Colorado now, he's a good player, like an all-star player, but I don't think anybody has him penciled in for Cooperstown.
No, how old is he now? He can't be that old. I mean, how old is he? He's still in his
29.
20s?
I would say he's still in his 20s. 30 tops.
Are his
He's 30. He's 30.
So he's okay. So he might. Well, you never know.
I
People
mean, he
can put up
could
big
be a Hall
numbers
of
in their
Famer
30s.
if he like put together like 6, 7 Hall of Fame years. He could be a Hall of Famer, but I'm just betting against it.
It's baseball season, baby. We're talking Chris Bryant Hall of Fame credentials. Let's go. Let's go. Nothing beats it.
Is he an injury guy, Chris Bryant? Was that his biggest thing with the?
I don't know. Was he? They're just very streaky. Like after this World Series, they just sometimes I feel like they wouldn't be just good for stretches of time.
He dropped a routine fly ball today too. I was watching Dodgers Rockies.
Or is he playing left field?
Left field. It was Freddie Freeman, who we were just talking about. Bases were loaded, 2 outs, and he dropped it, cleared the bases.
Oh no, It's not. Okay, there you go. Hall of Fame credentials are waning fast.
That's another thing about Bryant. What position does he play?
Yeah, he was third base. Started playing the outfield last year. Yeah,
I thought he was a third baseman, but then as he got a little bit older with the Cubs, he just became kind of a left fielder, and now I don't even know if he plays any third.
Yeah, I don't even know who the Rockies' third baseman is.
I mean, I don't know. They have McMahon, maybe? Is Ryan McMahon their third baseman?
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, I think you're right. Unless he's, who knows? There's more players than I'd like to admit that I didn't realize were on other teams already this year.
Yeah, this was the first fantasy year where I know the players, but I'm like, Kyle Tucker is the 4th best outfielder. It's I felt like old. I don't know if felt like an old guy or I was looking at all these names. I know these guys are good, but are they that good? I have the draft board behind me still. Kyle Tuckers of the world and shit, and I don't even know. I'm thinking of another example.
Well, the Kyle Tucker, I didn't realize he was always a top prospect for the Astros. I didn't realize he was expected to have that big of a season. When that kind of happens, I feel like I feel like I didn't miss anything. I feel like maybe they're over expecting him to perform.
All right, so we're the ones who are up to speed. They're just they're exaggerating a little bit.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I have a pretty good history with that, so I'm going to go with that. I'm not saying he's a bad player. He might be okay. He might put up 30 dongs, but I don't think he's right. To me, I'm not going to get too excited about Kyle Tucker.
No, it's nobody needs to do that.
I'm not going to be upset that I missed out on Kyle Tucker.
Are you does it drive you crazy that the Yankees are carrying 16 pitchers and we have no bench? There's a 28-man roster right now, right? It's 28.
It did because the first day it came into play. The first day.
The first day, yeah.
Yeah. But again, it's just Boone's crutch. He needs to have as many pitchers as possible to go to because he's going to fuck it up.
But Boone's not constructing the roster. That's Cashman.
Well, they're one of the same, man. They're one of the same. I can't does Cashman make it? Does Boone make it? If Cashman makes it, then Cashman's making the calls in the field, basically. And Boone's the puppet. Boone needs to have all those pitchers, and maybe Cashman knows that, and he's got to just kind of put him out there to give him his fucking blanket, his safety.
Yeah,
blanket.
but if they brought in any other manager, it's all Cashman. This is having this many pitchers. It's just their organizational philosophy.
Well, no, because
look at these scumbags that keep rolling out of the bullpen, man. These dirty motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, get a haircut, you
swamp did this guy crawl out of?
What's this guy's name coming in for the Red Sox right now?
Looks like a bad guy from an 80s fucking. It's he's one of the henchmen in Die Hard. He dies early though. They're not keeping that guy around for dialogue.
Yeah, he's afraid he dies at the reception area in Die Hard. He dies on the first floor of Die Hard. Doesn't even get
right.
the upper floors that are being worked on.
No.
You got to find this guy's name out. We got when we come back. You got to.
I feel like he pitched on opening day, but I had the radio on opening day, so I wasn't able to really. I'm pretty sure Sterling mentioned a guy with long hair.
Oh, really?
Unless he pitched yesterday.
I had it on at work, but sometimes I was just listening to it, so I don't know. I might have just missed. Them.
It's hard to keep track of all these pen arms, man. There's so many of these guys.
Yeah, let me catch up to the Yanks pen before I start with the rest of the AL East. What was I saying before the scumbag came in?
We're talking about Yankees bullpen, how they have no bench.
Oh,
Marwin Gonzalez is our bench. That's it.
But like if Showalter, the Mets don't have 16 pitchers.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. They have fewer pitchers on their team, I think. Well, no, not I think. I know it's fewer because I know they were saying there's a difference between the Mets and the Yankees and how many they brought up. But like I'm sure Showalter has a say. I mean, I know he has a say who's coming up with the team because he's got to deal with it on the field. So, I'm sure Boone has that same say. So I'm sure,
right, which is why Buck isn't here. Isn't the Yankees? Yeah, isn't the manager of the Yankees?
Or any baseball guy, like old school, like 30 years ago, baseball guy is not here.
Yeah, Matt Strahm. Exactly. He pitched on opening day. This guy, he came in after the LeMahieu dinger off Whitlock.
The creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just Boone, and he uses the old pretense of protecting his pitchers and all that kind of shit. But I think it's just what I show on the bullpen session here. See somebody get hurt?
Somebody throw a bar of soap at him?
That'd be great. Bag of soap.
Fucking wash your ass, you scumbag. Gallo had a rough opening day, right?
Yeah. Did he strike out 3 times?
Oh, he had the swinging bunt though in extra innings, I think, that moved the guys over.
Yes, gigantic swinging bunt.
Gigantic.
He's what opposite field. He's what opposite field against the lefty. I'm going to give him that at bat. That's a win of an at bat for me, for Gallo.
It's low. The bar's low though.
But I mean, I do want to see more of that from him though. So I'm happy with that.
Yeah, just stop. The all or nothing. Just the strikeouts are what kills you because they're just so unproductive.
Yeah, find a way to put the ball in play. That's all.
The striking out now. I mean, not just him. Everyone.
Yeah, that philosophy. The 3 true outcomes are such bullshit. Nerd.
It doesn't make any sense.
No. Let the athletes be athletes, for fuck's sake.
Put some pressure on the defense. Christ's sakes.
Yeah, exactly. Especially the Red Sox, who led the league or were top 2 in the league in errors last year.
Right, yeah, they were bad defensively, right?
Yeah. So
I did not like Gallo and Hicks back to back on opening day. That felt rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, where are you going to put him? You got to. And I don't know. I'm still not sure about Donaldson leading off. I mean, they don't really have a.
Yeah, there's no pure leadoff guy. LeMahieu, the guy that kind of makes the most sense, but best contact hitter. I guess. But on this team, I guess you can kind of pick. You kind of be creative with who you put up there.
I'd probably go LeMahieu.
LeMahieu, Judge. But I like Judge. Wait a second. Yeah, Judge is batting.
Well, I don't know. They flipped him and Rizzo tonight.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's whatever. That's just a lefty-righty thing, right? Just to try and mix it up.
I'm sure there's some numbers maybe that they saw. I don't know what they are, but
I can't imagine numbers for the second and third batter make that much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I like Rizzo third, but it's not that big a deal.
Like with Lou, what was Lou Gehrig's RBI number? Like 193 or something like that. Like would he?
For a single season?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like 194 or something crazy.
So you think you would have had? You think you had 200 if they just followed the stat? If they followed the analytics? If a guy's put in the right position by the guys ahead of him, he's going to put up numbers.
What if he batted behind Aaron Hicks?
He'd have 0 RBIs.
Yeah.
Or all his RBIs would come on solo home runs.
You have him to knock himself in. Ugh.
Yeah. If you got tired of Hicks from the left side, here's Hicks from the right side.
Yeah. Come on, Aaron. Find a hole. Find a hole. Flip it into that short porch and right.
Just flip
make us look dumb.
Just flip it over the second baseman's head. That's an ugly swing.
Hanging in there. Just hanging in there.
Oh, he might have hurt catcher, which is always nice. Plowecki limping around.
Groin.
Yeah. Yeah, man gets by football.
Let's see this replay. Did he take it in the
right, the chops. Oh.
It's uncomfortable every time.
I should have yelled 2. Oh man, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I mean he's wearing a cup, but still.
I don't care if he has 10 cups. All that he bounces on the next pitch gets bounced in there.
Tough job.
Oh yeah, thankless job. But while we're talking catchers, I might as well mention we lost a former Yankee catcher last week, John Ellis, a Connecticut native, 73 years old, cancer survivor, and then cancer came back 30 years later and took him last week. He was that underappreciated ball player, and I don't think I never wanted to overhype him because I have personal connections to him, but this kind of really good career for as a catcher. A couple seasons batting 270, 280, 80. I think he had 80 RBIs one year. Nice career. Tough as nails kind of guy. No nonsense guy. And the few times I had a chance to meet him, I was a kid, but always treated me always treated me kind of like an equal, which I definitely was not, because he is ball player, former ball player, and professional and successful in his post baseball career, and just treated me like I was his buddy, So I was always kind of cool, very nice guy. We lost him last week, which is this kind of seems unreal to me, because he seemed like one of those guys who lived forever,
He played in the Horace Clarke years. Did he play late 60s, early 70s?
He played from 69 to 81. He got traded from the Yanks. I think he got traded to Cleveland in 74 or 75 maybe, and then was in Cleveland to finish his career.
So he was in that weird little post mantle before Reggie and all them won.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that was a tough period to be a Yankee. At least wins and losses wise.
Yeah, I'd heard this story about him, but somebody actually called the fan this morning and told it, which is pretty cool. When I think it was his first game up as a Yankee, he hit a ball into Monument Park when it was still on the field.
Yeah,
and got around the base, chugged around the bases inside the park, home run. But what I didn't know that this guy on the fan said was, and I verified this, was that it was originally called a triple with an error, and somebody in the Yankees complained and got the call switched because it was bouncing around Monument Park, and whoever the outfielder was, couldn't handle whatever, and it was eventually it's 600 feet out there. He's not going to fucking throw him out at home. I don't care if he's got one leg. He's not throwing him out at home. And they changed the call to inside the park home run. So I think that was his first game. Inside the park home run at Old Yankee Stadium.
That's what Kramer should have did for O'Neill when O'Neill hit the second.
Seriously. Get the call changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk to the scorekeeper.
Well, Boston's fucking hero, David Ortiz, was notorious for calling up to the scorer's table, or whatever you want to call it.
Fucking crybaby.
Imagine thinking like that. I mean, I can't even.
In the middle of a game?
The middle of a game.
Well, I guess when you're DH and you only play, I guess when you play half a game, you have time to worry about shit like that.
True, you got like your cell phone in your back pocket.
Guy never saw a fucking glove in his life, man.
It's a good point. Yeah, too much time on his hands, David Ortiz.
Yeah, fucking half a ball player.
Johnny Lasagna coming in.
John Ellis, by the way, first DH in Indians history.
First what?
DH in Indians history.
Oh, in Indians history. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, I guess shortly after.
He was a catcher, right, Ellis?
Yeah. Yep. And he played first base too.
I was
played
first
base.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And again, he's a Connecticut guy. He ran the Sports Foundation, which raised money for families that needed help with cancer bills. And I don't think it wasn't for cancer research. It was like to help families. I mean, it's still going on. It's to help families that are dealing with cancer that maybe can't pay the rent or put the heat on or pay for groceries, whatever. So it's to help families in need that are going through a tough time. So, that was after he beat cancer 30 years ago. He put that foundation together and helped a lot of people out in the process. So,
and was that what that dinner was for every year? Was that for?
Yes. Yeah.
So I didn't realize that his foundation was cancer based. So he had cancer when he was young.
He had cancer in the 80s. After he retired, I think his brother and his sister died fairly young because of cancer, and he survived it, and that's what he did in his remaining years, basically. So,
gotcha.
Yeah, he was a very cool guy, wild guy, but a very cool guy. I got two more stories that I could think of for him that I could tell on the air. One is a personal story where basically he was at my oldest brother's stag and down on Worcester Street at a Bates and picked up the tab, basically, nobody asked him to, obviously, but he just picked up the tab. Like, yeah, I got it. Very, very cool. They did that.
It's a nice flex.
And then in Fenway, he was playing for the Rangers, and he's on first base, and guy hitting behind him hits the ball off the monster. So I forget. I don't know exactly how it happened. He got kind of held up. He's going to second. He's going to slide. Jerry Remy drops the ball, so he kind of like hesitates. He tries to hold up his slide. Doesn't slide. Shatters his ankle. Fucks up his ankle like beyond recognition. The Rangers, they got him to the hospital. He needs surgery like right away. They want to send him to the hospital. The Rangers guy says, no, he's not going to a Boston hospital. He's going to go back to Texas. They got my private jet. Get him on the private jet. Get him back to Texas. They're on the plane. And the doctor's like, we can't wait to get back to Texas. We got to do something with it now. But we don't have like the anesthesia for this. And they're like, well, this is going to be fucking horrific. Like, no anesthesia, but what we're going to do to your ankle. And I guess, like, again, it was like beyond belief, like ugly injury. Yeah. He was like, just give me a bottle of scotch. And he sat there fucking drinking while they did whatever the fuck on his ankle. Some private jet back to Texas. Just a maniac. Just the toughest guy you could possibly imagine. So, yeah. Even like a week ago when I heard that he had was dealing with cancer again, I was like, well, there's one guy who's going to fucking lick it. It's going to be John.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't the case this time around. Well, and there's a few, another boot by Dash. Turns
Oh,
it
it still
anyway.
got it.
JD, you slow shit.
Speaking of DHs.
Yeah. So, matter of fact, I got my. Here's a shot.
Yeah, shit. I did have a little scotch right here too.
Well, mine wasn't scotch, but hello brown.
Just give me a bottle of scotch.
Unbelievable. It's balls the size of grapefruits. Or
It's a free fucking ad on YouTube for doers.
Can you take the edge off for some minor ankle surgery?
Oh, God.
Or is it try a bottle of doers?
Did he have a specific scotch that he drank? You know?
No, I don't know.
Was he a scotch guy or just for that sake of that story?
You know, I'm not really sure. I couldn't tell you.
He was a drinker, right?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't ever saw him drunk. But I know that he was one of those guys who could put a few back when the time came. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how heavy he'd go. But if you ever met him, he just looked like the kind of guy that would have no problem.
I feel like an athlete from that era, like it was just part of like the job requirement that you had to be able to drink.
Yeah.
Not like these guys now, you know, they're probably like half of them are like vegans and shit. Playing video games.
I got one more story for you, actually. He told me this one a few years, many years ago at this point, maybe like 10 years ago at this point. He was a rookie, and they had like a fishing tournament with the Yanks. And he goes out on the boat early in the morning, and who's out there before everybody else? It's Mickey, Whitey, and Billy Martin. They're all out there before everybody else. Oh, shit. Wow, these guys take this thing pretty seriously. Hey, guys, good morning. How are you? They go on for the fishing tournament. Day goes on, whatever. Lo and behold, who wins? Mickey, Whitey, and Billy. They win the tournament. So it was like $20 a head. Everybody ponies up.
Yeah.
$20. All those guys go to his foundation dinner like 20 years later. The events of the night, the story comes up. And I'm like, John, like we were out there early because we had a fish on the hook in the water already. We just kind of pulled it up and pretended we caught it. And we knew it was going to win. It was the biggest fish. We just got a big fish, threw it in the water, and that was when we reeled in. They rigged the whole fucking tournament for $20. Classic.
Sick bastards, man.
Yeah. Lunatics.
Anything to win.
Yeah.
It's like Jordan. Jordan used to tip the baggage guys to get his luggage out first just to win the bet with everyone.
Yeah.
Who would have their luggage out first?
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Win's a win.
Yeah. It's just, yeah.
I didn't realize.
Can you imagine?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Mine was unrelated. I was going to say, can you imagine what Boone just ran out to the mound and said there?
I have no idea what he could possibly have said.
With Christian Arroyo coming up?
I got to talk to Jonathan. I got to talk to Jonathan. Let me get out there.
You want to walk him?
Look, it's up to you. Clark Schmidt already came in.
Yeah.
Don't forget. Yeah, I forgot how much. I didn't realize how much shit Jordan got for his retirement speech.
Oh, you mean the Hall of Fame speech?
Oh, yeah, Hall of Fame speech. Yeah.
Oh, when he basically had receipts, like anybody who doubted him, or it was on brand though.
That's what I thought when it happened. I was like, it's just what the guy is. Like that's who he is. That's what made him what he is. That's what got him there. Why would we expect him to like all of a sudden be nostalgic about Patrick Ewing or whatever? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, he's a first ballot Hall of Fame grudge holder. I thought that was like common knowledge.
Right. I think without that, he doesn't get as far as he got. But yeah, I just read an article. I got a book recently. It's this guy, Wright Thompson. He used to write for ESPN magazine.
No, I don't.
Well, he wrote about Jordan. Like, did a profile on Jordan right before his 50th birthday. So what's that, like 9 years ago now? I read that article.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be 60 next year. I think he just turned 59.
Yeah, so I just read that article, and yeah, that was part of it. How he just got some shit for that, but how even at that point, even at like 49, he was still like just everything. Like he would leave people behind. Like if you were late to his plane, he would leave you behind because you were late. Like
That's leadership.
He gets there, plane takes off. If you're late, you're there. He's left people he's left friends in Vegas, and like his best friend, he's like, I've been trying to get him for years, but he keeps beating me to the airport. He never Jordan never beats him to the airport. He's like, I've been trying to leave him for years. He's a nut. He's a fucking lunatic.
I mean, hey, I get that. I mean, flying fucking sucks.
He's not Delta.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Flying commercial sucks. If you have the opportunity to fly private, like it's got to be an incredible, like enjoyable experience. Like if you're late for that, you deserve to be left behind. I'm totally with them on that.
Even the inner circle, I don't care. But these are like inner circle guys that he leaves behind, who presumably who've been on it many times before.
I like it. If you got to respect the private. If you're living in if you're in Michael Jordan's circle, man, you gotta respect that. You can't be late.
Is there anything but late? Is there any way we can get a job working for Jordan? I want to get this guy another ring with Charlotte. I want to get him a ring with the Bobcats. How can we get him a ring? Let's get him another ring. Let's get him number 7.
He's not a great GM.
No.
By the way, they just showed 2 Yankee fans. I could never, ever wear a blanket at a baseball game. I mean, that is just humiliating. Stay home, man. Stay home.
Yeah, blanket.
I've watched plenty of baseball games under a blanket on my couch. I'll admit it. But I mean, in public, imagine if you're sitting there, like I don't care who you're with. I would hope you're with like a female if you're like sharing a blanket with a significant other. Yeah. But like, imagine you ran into someone you knew and you're sitting there under the blanket. What? There's no way to come back from that, man.
No.
Imagine if you're the person. Imagine if you're the person who ran into the person under the blanket. Like, you pretend like you don't see him. You try and walk past him, right?
That's a great Curb episode right there. Like a chilly Los Angeles night, and he just walks by somebody at the Dodgers game in a blanket. Oh, I can't respect that guy anymore.
And it was the 8th inning. It was a 1-run game in the 8th inning, and he's sitting under a blanket.
Get up off your feet.
Oh, by the way, I like the 11:30 Sunday games.
Oh,
that they're doing on Peacock.
Yeah, I like it too. Early games are great. Love it.
I mean, I have Peacock, so it's easy for me, admittedly, but it's that's cool to have like a game start an hour and a half basically before any other game starts.
Yeah, I dig
on a Sunday.
I like it a lot. Yeah,
I heard the Apple TV broadcast was not well received.
Oh,
it was getting murdered on Twitter.
Wait,
by
so
Mets fans.
Who called the game? So it wasn't the Mets guys didn't call the game?
Oh, no. They have like their own broadcast. It was Chris Young and 2 young ladies.
Wait, Chris Young?
The
Padres guy?
No, the other one.
Rangers guy?
Mets, Yankees. He was on. He's like Boys with CC. Black guy with a beard.
Oh, not I'm thinking of it all. All right, let's see.
Chris Young. Wow, you forgot Chris Young?
Yeah, I did.
You know Chris Young. As soon as you see him, man, but Chris Young.
Baseball broadcast. All right, let's see. Friday Night Baseball.
So I guess I don't know what the complaints were exactly. I mean, national broadcasts just don't work for baseball in general. I'll give them a little bit of a soft landing on that. Like, you need local people doing baseball. It's just never. It's impossible to just parachute in and like know everything that's going on.
Yeah.
It's easier earlier in the season, but like when you're in the middle of June, like how could you? You don't know the team inside and out. You're just coming in for one game.
Yeah, it's always tough. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can do Melanie Newman,
Yeah.
Chris Young, Hannah Kaiser, field reporter Brooke Fletcher.
I think what's her face is going to be involved too. Katie Nolan is doing something with. I don't know if that's Peacock or Apple or Amazon.
Oh yeah, she's ESPN. She's dating the kid from Billions.
Yeah, the comedian Soder.
Yeah. Oh, that Chris Young.
I mean, come on, it's Chris Young.
Oh, but he's not the play-by-play guy though.
No, I would assume he's the analyst.
Yeah, I'm getting things. Okay. Melanie Newman. Oh, any of these people are.
One of the women had like purple hair, I think, or streaks.
Oh, okay.
I think they're trying to appeal to the younger. Like, look how hip we are.
Yeah, it's nothing says hip like purple hair.
Yeah. I don't know who you're trying to. I mean, everyone who's trying to watch Mets Nationals game 2 is probably like 55 and older, like blue collar dude. From like Staten Island. Like that guy. I mean, that guy's probably.
It's like, it's Friday night. Scherzer's first game. He did all this work to like find the broadcast. He gets purple hair. It's like going to like your favorite dive bar and just it's not the crowd you want to be there. It's like the new bartender there, and he's mixing like some green, like neon green drink up.
There's karaoke night.
Oh yeah, it's just not what you want.
Although I went to a cool dive bar in Newport when it was karaoke night, and it worked. It played.
All right. Yeah. No, I gotta. You said karaoke night, not me.
It could go either. Yeah, it could go both ways.
True.
It's got to be the right crowd doing the karaoke. It's got to be the dive people.
Yeah, you can't have people coming in from.
Oh, did he get it? No, I thought.
You can't have people coming in from like traveling karaoke fans coming in from everywhere.
Can't have like a happy hour spillover, like a work crowd people.
Oh no.
That'll kill it really fast. I thought that ball was elevated a little more than LeMahieu.
Brooke Fletcher, she's a young field reporter, is dating Blake Griffin apparently, or dated him. I don't know.
One of the women in the booth
on the field.
Blake Griffin playing for the Nets. Nets have a big game Tuesday.
Yeah, playing
safety
game.
Net. And they avoided the Bucks. It looks like if they win, because the Bucks lost by 1 million today to take the 3 seed.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be Celtics with the 2, I believe. That's how it shakes out.
All right.
Yeah, Celtics 2, Bucks 3, Sixers 4. Nets win, they play Celtics. If they lose and win the following game, they'll play the Heat. I gotta be honest. I think this. I don't like to play the game where you pick your opponent, but I think they have a much better chance against Boston than Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's good.
But yeah, I just presumably you got to go through them at some point. If you're gonna,
probably. I mean, it would have to be the second round.
Once you get to the playoffs, if you're gonna win, I mean, just you got to beat the best. You can't avoid the good teams. So part of me agrees with you. Like, just get to Boston, and have a better shot. But also, good oversight. Shit.
Hansel Robles, he wants to give it up.
He does. He's dying to give it up.
He's dying to. He wants to point up at a 400-foot bomb.
But yeah, I mean, once you get the playoffs, you can't. I hear you, like get the easy route, but also if you can't beat the good teams, what the fuck you doing there?
No, I know.
No, I hear you. You're right. It's a weird game to play. Did you watch any Masters coverage this weekend?
I did not. It never got good, so I never went over to it.
It was good for about 10 minutes this afternoon, and then it got a lot of hand. But
I
yes,
read like this guy's number 1 in the world or something. Like, what were his odds before the tournament?
I don't know, probably plus 1,200, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, he's like the
all
one
right.
guy I didn't fucking bet on. So yeah, I don't like him. Another milk toast, fucking master champion. Yeah, it shaped up pretty good. Like Tiger was great on Thursday. If you could get past the announcers, it was embarrassing.
Were they
I mean,
slobbering over him?
oh man, it was horrible. It was embarrassing how much they slobbered Tiger. And I'm rooting for Tiger, but like they just like everything he did was godlike to them. Like, all right, take it
Yeah.
easy, man. Like, Jesus. Like he was praising him. Oh, and the hardest part is walking the course. I mean, he's got that knee surgery and blah 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 blah. Like, oh my god. Like, and maybe, I mean, oh really?
Yeah.
He can't swing it as hard, but it probably plays to his because he's gonna be in so much control now of his swing. It's gonna be like, what are you chill the fuck out, man?
And how
I
the
mean,
fuck do you know, man? You don't know what he's going through right now.
it's
How his body's feeling. Like,
I
shut
mean,
up.
getting through 4 rounds at Augusta is quite the accomplishment. He played great on Thursday, didn't play so great on Friday, finished up okay, made the cut, and had not a great weekend, but a decent weekend, and made it through the 4 rounds, and that's pretty amazing coming back from the injury that he had, but they were like over the top. But it worked out because go ahead.
I'm googling this guy Scheffler at pictures.
Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it worked out like it was great because it was like 3:30 between 3 and 3:30. Tiger walks off to 18. He gets the ovation. It's like, all right, Tiger show's over. Cam Smith, who was down 4 strokes start the day, I think, goes birdie to start. So he's down 2 strokes going to the third hole. Scheffler hits his ball left and he gets a break where he gets like a free drop because he's blocked by a TV tower. And in the process of moving the ball out, like where he legally can drop the ball from the TV tower's path, he also gets out of the way of some trees that would have been in his way. So he's at a much better view at the hole. Anyway, he hits it up and it's short, and his ball like rolls. It's an elevated green. It rolls down. So again, he's up 2. It's still very early on. Cam Smith gets up there, and again, I got money. I didn't say this before, but I have money on Cam Smith. So I'm like, come on, Cam. Like, starts off hot. He was hot on Thursday. On Thursday, Cam Smith went like he started bogey or he started with a double bogey.
Who's this?
Cam Smith. He's got the mustache and a mullet. He's Australian.
Oh.
And on Thursday, he started with a bogey and then like 7 birdies in a row. He was on fire. Sorry, they're showing the Cone Mussini game. Yeah. Carl Everett came off the bench. That asshole. Is
he in prison now, Carl Everett?
If there's a God.
If there's a justice system.
All right, so they're on the third hole. So Scotty Scheffler is short, like well short of the hole. So Cam's got in great position to like get up there, get a birdie opportunity, and like put some real pressure on this guy. He's already starting to put pressure on him, and he hits his shot. He's 60 yards out. His ball lands like in the same exact spot that Scheffler's did. Rolls right back to where Scheffler's ball is, and you could just see it on Cam's face at that point, like he is defeated. And it's just like, oh fuck me, he's talking about defeated. Foul.
Oh man, that was close. Was that fair or foul? Was foul?
Yeah, he's walking back. And you just tell he's like defeated. And then Scheffler's away by like a foot. And he hits this bump and run that drains for birdie. And it was over at that point. It was over for Cam Smith at that point. So he was basically done. Then his chip goes long. He putts. He 2 putts from there, bogeys, and he just never recovered. He kind of had a moment later in the round where he had a birdie on like 13 or 14, maybe 13. But then he blew up on the next hole, and it was all over. The only real threat, I think, was from Rory, who had a hell of a day today. But the comeback was just too much. Scheffler basically, since Friday, was in the lead. That was it. It wasn't. He just had the stamina. He had a big enough lead, and he ended up winning. But yeah,
there's no drama really.
No. There, like I said, it was some early. That chip was an amazing chip that he drained for bird. But after that, nobody really got.
What was Nance's call in the final?
I didn't watch it finish, to be honest with you. I didn't see the end of it. Yeah, I was that end after 7:30 because I think I was, or after 7 because I think I was already on here. TV, I switched it up, but even if it wasn't, I didn't have it on. So, but yeah, it was. Augusta looked great.
Yeah, I saw people. I saw a lot of people complaining that there was like no drama at the end. They wanted the back nine.
You can't always get that. Sometimes the guy just kind of takes a hold of the lead and doesn't falter. It's just
it's like a bad Super Bowl. Like you can't.
Yeah, can't
control.
Yeah. Like Justin Thomas had a terrible Thursday, and then was tied for low score on Friday, but because he was so bad on Thursday, he was not in contention. He was technically in contention, but he was chasing Scheffler, who had the same low round, but had a much better Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, Molinari was did not make the cut. He's my long shot. Did not make the cut.
Oh yeah, he did. You gave him out on the show, Molinari.
It was like to put a $5 bet on him, and you would have won like $1,000 or something. But
it's like 100-1 guy. Yeah.
But yeah, he came out. I think he went bogey. He was +6. I think he was second to last on Thursday. I didn't see where he finished, but I didn't make the cut. Stuart Sink had a hole in one on Saturday, I think. I forget what hole it was on. Not 16, maybe 12.
Stuart Sink, American.
I think so. Yeah.
Has he won a major, Stuart Sink?
If he did, it was probably years. It had to be years and years ago.
That'd be a good game to play. Has he won a major or not?
Let's play right now. Let's play with Stuart Sink. I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no also. He could have like 5. I don't know.
Stuart Sink. Oh, so that hole in one was on Friday because he missed a cut.
He went out on top, hole in one.
That's right. He has one. Oh, he has one major championship in a classic.
British Open.
Yeah, British Open, and that was the year that Tom Watson made a run. So Stuart Sink's a dick because Tom Watson was like 100, and he was in contention at the British Open.
Does Tom Watson have a major?
Yeah, he's got a couple, I think. He's got at least a couple. Let's see how many he's got. PGA Tour wins 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's got 8 majors. And he made a run in 2009. His last one was in 1983. He made a run in 09.
Tom Watson.
Tom Watson. Yep.
He's got to be retired, right? If he was.
I think he actually was in the. I think him, Gary Player, and I think it was Tom Watson, Gary Player, and Jack did the honorary first shot at Augusta this year. I think this is the first year that Watson
Gary
did it.
Player.
Gary Player, Tom Watson, and Jack Nicholson.
Is Gary Player like the dude who's like 80 years old and he's in sick shape, like awesome shape?
Yeah.
He's Australian.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember they did a thing on him on ESPN.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Crunches and shit.
I'm sure. Yeah, Watson, 8 major championships.
Oh wow, 8.
Yeah. 09 was awesome. I remember watching that one in 09, man. And he was so close. I think it went to a playoff. I can't believe it was fucking Stuart Stink that beat him. Yeah, beat him in a playoff. What an ass.
For his only major.
For his only major. Yeah, I love those old guys got that one more run in them, man. That was the Watsons.
It's gonna be Tiger soon. He's gonna be that old guy.
I think Tiger thinks he could win a couple more.
Well, I think he thinks that, yeah.
He looked like he was in great shape, man.
For a guy who like shattered his whole leg like a year ago, yeah. Whenever that was.
They said it a billion times this weekend. I think it was 15 months ago. They said it so many times. But yeah, what did you listen to the Francesa podcast? Because they had a guy on who said that.
No.
They had a guy on that said that they had to look up the word they used to describe what happened to Tiger Woods' knee after the accident. And he's like, basically the word, I can't remember the word is right now, but basically the word meant turns to dust. So that's what happened.
God.
That's what happened to Tiger's knee.
Yeah, it sounded pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he played. I mean,
yeah, playing.
Do you have an automatic? If you've won a Masters, do you automatically qualify? Is that how it works?
Yeah. You're welcome back all the time. Yeah,
until you're like 65 or something.
I think as long as you want to play, you can go back.
Oh, there's no age. So don't they have guys who playing his last Masters?
I think that's just by choice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, let's see. I'll do a quick. Does he have a major for you?
All right.
Let's see here. Do you want only current players or anybody? I don't know how to do this.
I mean, anybody. It doesn't really. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter.
All right, let's see.
Kike Hernandez is 3 for 40. 3 for his last 40 at Yankee Stadium.
Okay. Lee Westwood.
Lee Westwood, no.
Lee Westwood does not have a major.
Englishman.
Yeah, if you were to win one, the roof would cave in. Ricky Fowler.
Who?
Ricky Fowler.
Oh, Ricky Fowler. No, I used to bat Ricky Fowler. That does not have a major. I can guarantee you that.
Let's see.
It's in the park. Hicks is underneath it, and we will go to the 9th. You know what's unbelievable is you grew up going to minor league baseball games, and the whole center field wall was all ads, usually local ads.
Yeah.
Now that's basically big league parks, only it's bigger. WB Mason and fucking PC Richard or whatever.
I mean, that was the joke in Major League 2, where they went to the park and they're like, "What the hell is this?" There's ads all over the outfield.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep, they were ahead of the game, Major League Two. All over it.
Okay. Tom Kite.
Who?
Tom Kite. Glasses.
Oh my
hat.
God.
Remember him?
No idea. I'm gonna guess yes.
Yeah, he has. He has a major championship. Yes.
Tom Kite. I'm gonna have to do a Google on him.
I thought you would remember that name. Davis Love the Third. How about him? You remember him?
No, because I think I remember Mad Dog used to make references to him. Like, he's whenever there was a new guy that couldn't win a major, he'd say, he's Davis Love the Third. Like he's this generation's Davis Love.
Davis Love won one major championship.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, 97.
All right. Is he kind of a disappointment in his career though?
He's a good player. But I don't know. I never would think he was supposed to be like. I don't know. Maybe he was. Maybe he's a victim of expectations. I don't know.
He could be.
All right.
The fact that I know his name like very well, I feel like his expectations were up there.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. You jumped all over that one.
Yeah, I thought for sure he had none because I remember Dog used to hammer him. Let's see this. Davis Love won the PGA in '97. He's got some second place finishes in the Masters, second in US Open. Maybe that's why Dog kills him. A couple second place finishes. From Charlotte, North Carolina.
There's some names here. Do you remember Jeff Sluman?
No.
Mark Calcavecchia?
Man, that sounds like an old baseball player. Mark Calcavecchia.
You're thinking of Pete Incaviglia.
Yeah, maybe. It sounds like a mix between baseball player and tennis player.
Do you remember Corey Pavin?
The name rings a bell. Corey Pavin.
We got the ninth inning, so that's enough golf. It's fun while it lasted. But here we go. Ninth inning. Do not these copyrights or Major League Baseball don't.
Yeah, I mean we're not doing play-by-play or anything.
Don't resell them. Don't resell them without the express written consent of Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
We don't make a dime off this, so it's fine.
Yeah. This is 3, 4, 5. Judge, Stanton. Who's 5 today? It's not Glaber. Gallo's 5. All right. All righty. Jake Diekman trying to close it out.
Here's Judge, who turned down what is universally considered a fair offer on Friday morning before.
He's betting on himself.
Yeah, man. He's got a lot more faith in his oblique than you and I do. And if he goes out there and has a monster year, that's fucking great. Then pay him extra. Then put the pressure on the Yanks to put up numbers. Then that's fine.
Right. Start right now. Put one in the seats right now.
That's fine with me. If that's what I have absolutely no problem with it. I like it. I think it's
in cash. If you're Cashman, like you can't go higher than what he offered him, right? I mean,
no, I don't think so. Unless you, no, I think that was a fair offer. I think they put that language into it. Highest annual salary for a position player. That was kind of for headlines, kind of. Oh, look what we're doing. We're going above and beyond what we've ever done before.
I never thought they were going to lock him up before the season anyways. The Yankees never really do that, do they?
No, I don't think like guy. It depends. I mean, I think it's just with Judge is a different animal, right? I mean, he's a homegrown guy, and
I mean, they let Jeter test free agency, even though he was later in his career.
Yeah, Bernie.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like the Yankees usually don't give out extensions.
And it's another. I mean, it's not really that big.
Except A-Rod.
Yeah, couldn't wait to fucking extend him.
Although, but even that, I mean, that was like in the off season. It wasn't. Yeah, I don't know. I never thought a deal was getting done.
During the World Series, wasn't it?
Yeah,
and that's when
during our
off
season.
Yeah, seriously. That was when he opted out. Was during the World Series. Or was when they extended him?
Oh, was that when Ken Rose? I can picture Ken Rosenthal reporting it. It was like the 8th inning. The Red Sox were about to win. Yeah, I think he was opting. I can't remember. I think he was opting out.
Classic.
And they signed him for another 10 years.
Man, A-Rod's name came up at work the other day, and I was like, I can't stand that guy. There was a millennial kid at work was like, really? I was like, yeah, like you young guys have no idea what you're talking about. That guy
is a young Yankee fan?
Yeah, and he was like, hey, great seasons. I was like, yeah. What's your point? I mean, he's a goof. He's slapping Bronson Arroyo. Like 04 happened. Like 04 happened. Like you guys don't remember that shit?
Yeah, maybe they don't. I mean, it was 18 years ago now.
You got and he's like, oh, we had great regular seasons. I'm like, what'd you just say to me?
Fuck did you just say?
I'm gonna start a fight with him. Like, what'd you just say? Regular season? What'd you say? This is the fucking Bronx, bro.
Regular season. Yeah, the young Yankee fan loves A-Rod. But a lot of young Yankee fans, like, they don't know the Yankees without A-Rod. If you're young enough.
I know. It's still though. I mean, I don't understand. I just don't understand how you can like listen to that guy talk and be like, "Yeah, it's my guy." It's like he opens his mouth, he's embarrassing.
Like the Yankees, we're old enough to remember, obviously, pre-A-Rod. Like a part of the Yankees, like luster died when A-Rod came to the team.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. Right, because he was like the big ticket item that they did not need.
It was like I don't know what to even compare it to. It was just like selling out. I don't know. But it part of the Yankees kind of died a little bit. And then obviously everything that follows.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
He is responsible for our only championship, though. I will give him credit for that. I won't.
No, that's Matsui's championship.
But he carried us, though. A-Rod carried the team in October.
CC won the MVP in that round. Like Teixeira in the first round, yeah, and CC in the second round. Oh, not buying. There's plenty of other guys. Johnny Damon, AJ Burnett. There's plenty of other guys that'll celebrate out of that.
I'm not saying you got to celebrate him. Just saying.
No, he's nice.
Two gigantic home runs.
He was a nice piece. But that's as nice as I'll get. He's a nice piece on that team. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, so I did Swisher too. I can't stand Swisher. Well, I mean, Swisher.
Swisher. High fastball. Yeah, Nick Swisher. Now he's all Mr. Yankee. Surprised they didn't have him throw out the first pitch.
You think Garrett Cole would have genuflected for Swish?
Yeah, Garrett Cole. Speaking of lost luster, I mean, what the hell happened to that guy? I'm not even talking about on the field. He just seems like a different guy altogether.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought
he was like a bulldog, man. Like he comes across kind of like as a dweeb now.
Yeah, I happen to agree.
He's
right. You expected kind of a Scherzer type attitude, and he's kind of like I don't know how to describe it. Kevin Brown type attitude.
I think it's worse.
Yeah, and
I don't think Garrett Cole would break his hand on the wall. Kevin Brown did.
No, you don't. All right. We'll see. Oh man.
That was a hanger. He just seems like a little. Seems a little light.
Yeah.
Cole.
Yeah.
Best
Like
way
he
I
like
could put it.
right. Doesn't like the leadership stuff kind of seem forced with him? Like he seemed like he was gonna be a guy who goes in there and leads like a team leader. Like the Donaldson stuff seems genuine. And like it's only been like a couple of days, but the Cole stuff for the past couple of years, it just seems forced. Like I don't think he quite knows what he's doing as far as like being a leader in a team. Although
Yeah.
we kind of expect it from him, but maybe he is, but he's just not. Oh wow, it's really not a good at bat.
All right, Joey Gallo.
Man, you wanna end the weekend on a sour note? Strike out the side. Jake Diekman strikes out the side.
How many strikeouts do they have tonight? I know everyone strikes out, but the strikeouts just bother me.
No, you can't say everybody strikes out because I mean, there's a million. Like, there's not one way to play the game. So if your team strikes out, then your team strikes out, and it could bother you. It doesn't have to be everybody strikes out.
Oh, they've only struck out 7 times tonight, actually.
Yeah, but if a guy comes out and strikes out 3, 4, 5, that's not good.
Oh, 8. That was 8. It didn't load. Yeah, 8 strikeouts tonight. Yeah. You don't want to let Jake Diekman strike you down. We're giving this team a closer now. They're going to think they have a closer in Jake Diekman.
Nah, that's good. They're setting him up for the rest of the year. You own Jake Diekman now.
Man, pulled the string.
He's going to get to Glaber, Hicks, and the Dash. That's really setting him up for that in a couple of weeks when we play him again.
Would you sign for 2 men on right now? Hicks. I mean, I guess you'd have to. There's already 2 outs. That would have been a good hypothetical before the inning started.
I'll sign for 1 man on right now.
Stick your knee out. Take one of those curveballs off the knee. Come on, off your MCL.
Oh. That'll do it.
That will do it.
Well,
11 hits too. Out hit him 11-5. Oof. All right.
Timely hitting. Timely hitting. You know, that's what it is. It's not just Tommy home runs. It's timely hits.
That's baseball, Susan.
Yeah. Well, geez, are you okay? I know you were you're kind of concerned with the different start times. And you weren't looking for it. You kind of were thrown by having different start times for each game today.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what we have this loss. No continuity. You know what I mean? No structure to these games. Can't expect to sweep when you're playing at different times every day.
Yeah. Well, hey man, this is what the Yanks do though. They go out win 2 out of 3. They don't win series. Well,
they don't sweep. They don't sweep series.
No. Although this is one of the rare times where they actually were trying to win in that final game of the series, and not just getting away. So they weren't just throwing it away. Just hoping to get out alive, basically. Usually those concede the third game if they're already won the first 2. So maybe we are making improvements, but
yeah. All right, Toronto into town tomorrow for a 4-gamer.
It's baseball season, baby. Let's go.
Yep.
Let's go. Oh, the Twins. Oh, here we go. Best of baseball. Babby Dad back on the show on Sports Center later. So I'm sure you turn off your TV.
Bobby Dow back. Game-winning home run. That scumbag.
Oh, yeah. We saw some offense from around the league. Apparently, Jose Ramirez, dinger. Oh, yeah, a web gem. Oh, web gem, the extension.
That Jazz Chisholm.
Jazz Chisholm. Oh,
pretty
the
sure.
way to his left.
Pretty sure he's horrible defensively too, Jazz.
He seems like Lottie Dottie goes deep.
Yep. Good luck tomorrow, Jamison Tyon. Navigating that lineup.
Chisholm just seems like an athlete. Like he had a layup for ball and die for it, but a ground ball at him might be trouble.
Yeah, no, I think that's what he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he batted ninth. I mean, the Marlins, man. That's. I know we're Nationals guys as a show, but I'm a Marlins guy. Just and because of Donnie. So Chisholm was batting ninth on Friday. Hit a game-winning home run. Sat on Saturday, and he's out there making web gems today.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, this isn't even the SVP. Oh, SVP's at midnight.
Yeah, he's probably 11, I think. It's not even 11 yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, classic Sunday poor fashion. We fucking end the winning streak.
Yeah, we think we killed it.
Yeah. Well. All right. Thanks for listening to the show. Sunday Poor will be back here on Thursday, regular scheduled program, the first time in weeks, maybe. We'll be here. I don't know if we'll do a live show or not. We'll talk. We'll discuss. We'll let you know. Until then, thanks for listening in.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for popping in, tuning in, and we'll talk to you on Thursday.